off to Halfords this morning, but go and get new headlights for the car, well, for the truck. Driving back from doing a bit of Christmas shopping yesterday, and noticed that I only had one headlight, which was a bit annoying to say the least, so I'm going to go and get that sorted out this morning. Who'd be an adult, eh? Sort that out. Lovely. Who would be an adult? Right. We're off and running. We'll be when we sort that out. He says. We're off and running. So again, I'd like to thank everybody for their comments on yesterday's video. Keep them coming in. I really do appreciate it. It's interesting to see what people's thoughts are about Highland Games. Some of you aren't even really sure what it is. So obviously you can do your own searches to find that out, but just very briefly, Highland Games is traditional Scottish gathering, really, and in Highland Games you get dancers and drummers and bagpipes, and it's just one big competition for all of the traditional Scottish things. Some of that is athletics, running, that sort of thing, normal athletic pursuits, and some of it is what they call heavy events. And the one that everybody knows pretty much around the world is tossing the caber, so it's like a great big telegraph pole, picking that up, running with it, and having to throw it. And I think the idea of throwing it is that it ends up in as straight a line as possible, but it has to have done one full rotation in the air, I think, something like that. Half a rotation, a full rotation. I'm sure somebody will tell us. So everybody knows that one. There's also weight for distance, weight for height, where they, weight for distance is basically throwing a heavy ass weight. Weight for height is the same thing but going up over a bar. I think, if I remember rightly, Hafthor Julius Bjornsson is the current champion of that. Yeah, so that's basically what that is. It's different to other strong person events that you may see. So it's not quite strongman. But that said, you look at the guys that are really very good at it, and those guys most definitely are strong men. In fact, there's quite a tradition of strongman competitors competing in heavy events at Highland Games. So people like Jeff Capes and Hafthor Bjornsson and John Paul Sigmarsson, they've all competed in Highland Games events. And then, as I keep saying, my man Matt Vincent, that is one strong dude. Not that he's particularly a strongman competitor, but he's one strong dude, and obviously very, very, very genetically gifted when it comes to the Highland Games. I've heard him talk before, actually, about not having been a particularly good thrower when he was in high school, but there's obviously something about the Highland Games that just suits what he's good at. So that's great. So anyway, that's that. Gonna think about whether or not to compete in any of that. I haven't trained since last January, properly. So I mean, I've gone to a local gym and done a bit of the old fluffing really. For the summer I did that, but I didn't have any really heavy equipment, and to be honest with you, at the time I wasn't in the position to be able to really go very heavy anyway. I've done bits and pieces, but nothing massively heavy. So I'm looking forward to getting back into real proper heavy weight again, getting big and strong, or if we can do another shout out. I shouldn't keep doing shout outs on my own YouTube channel, should I really? But if I'm going to do another shout out, I'm going to say Jackton Tan. Thank you, Mr. Mark Bell, inventor of the slingshot. That's another fantastic little product, people, that I have no association with, but I would happily recommend to everybody. If you don't know what that is, it's there for the bench press. Look them up. Howmuchbench.net, I think, is where I bought mine from. And basically all other versions of it, when you see it, are an imitation. Don't support those guys. Support the people who are innovators in this world, not the people who rip off innovators. So we need a conversation for the day then, really, don't we? So after yesterday's conversation about World's Strongest Man, again, thank you very much for all the comments. A lot of you thinking that I'm right, and that we should have that as a live event, or as live as possible. Others obviously really enjoy the fact that it's on at Christmas, and I appreciate that. I enjoy the fact that it's on at Christmas. It's something that I really look forward to every year, even though I know that know the result most of the time now. But it's still something to behold, and you can kind of huddle around the television like we used to when we were kids, and just really enjoy kind of watching that. So, but I personally, I still prefer to see it live. So thanks for all those comments. So we're going to have question of the day, and our question today is going to be. Question today is going to be: if you were to compete in powerlifting, would you do a full meet, a bench only meet, or a push pull meet? And if you were to do bench only or push pull, do you see that as a powerlifting meet, or is that a different thing altogether? Post your answers below in the comments section. Like this video, subscribe to this channel for more upcoming content, and we can have a bit of a chat about that a little bit later on.